Yo, welcome to the No Limit Podcast, also known as the Trev OnlyShine cast. Too easy to rhyme cast, like Wheezy in his prime cast. Don't think about the last time, just make the time last.
Right.
I could go on forever, but we got a show to do tonight. We're here with my man Trev OnlyShine.
My guy.
Before the shine.
Trev.
We know it's before the shine, Trev, but we got to keep it on the low. But we know it's before the shine.
Jake.
This podcast is a long time coming. Trev has been around the studio for 2 other podcasts.
Yes, sir.
About over a year ago was the first time, right?
Yeah, about a year ago.
Hempsey.
With Hempsey,
Yeah.
and then I was here for the DCX one. You know, that's the fam. I'm always around them, so I was bound to be around you guys. It's a pleasure to meet you through them, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad to be here.
DCX podcast, one of our best podcasts. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. One of our best podcasts where we pulled off multiple guests. Because we had a lot of microphones going that day. Our audio quality was real good.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, that was a real
Yeah,
good
that was
podcast.
cool.
That was
Check it out.
entertaining, a lot of the topics. I got a little shout out at the end of it too, so Wheezy shouted me out. Nicky J didn't. So
Speaking of
shout out to
topics,
Damn. Shady.
Yeah,
yeah, damn, that's your manager too. We're gonna get into that, right?
yeah, that's basically my manager.
Nicky J, the manager.
Shout out.
Pretty much.
Shout out Nick.
He's done a lot for me.
Make sure
man.
you talk toward the mic.
Oh yeah, my
Good.
fault, man. My fault.
But speaking of topics, you just brushed on it real quick. You did bring a friend with us here. What's his name?
My boy Jake, yeah, he
Jake.
definitely got a topic. He definitely does have a topic.
So we're gonna have Jake step on camera real quick. I'm gonna hand over my microphone, give him the reins, and he's gonna introduce it for us. Go ahead. You can sit down if you want.
Let's go.
Do your thing, bro.
Jake.
Just take a look at either camera.
Hola, my name is Jacob
Hold it up to your
R,
mouth.
and
Jacob
I'm
R.
from New Jersey. So my question is, do you actually think robots could learn and like artificial intelligence will learn and program themselves and take over the world? And if that's the case, could a love robot and a war robot make friends? What would happen? What the hell will happen? What do y'all think?
Well,
is it
can a
within
love
their-
robot be made and can a hate robot be made is the question. Can robots even have feelings?
Well,
Would
I
they even
think
be able to attack you?
you can program
If they can
you
reprogram
them
themselves.
to have feelings, but that programming to have feelings are just programs. But are they programs to be feelings?
I feel like I don't even know enough about this
I
topic.
feel like we won't get as advanced enough in civilization to like ever
Nah, I
have
got
that
a good
happen.
answer. Hold on, let me sit down real
I feel
quick.
like
I feel like
definitely-
human race will never reach that point to where we're ever gonna see this happen.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean-
believe in a lot of the apocalypse.
Motherfucking Stephen Hawking said it.
Like a
Stephen
love
Hawking's-
robot and a war robot becoming friends.
So
Oh,
you're
well,
saying
in our
though,
lifetimes,
hold
I just
on,
don't
because
think so.
I could really
I just
dive
don't
into
think
this
But
to the
they're
depth that I
robots.
know you're trying to get to.
That's right.
When you introduce a love robot and a war robot, what are you saying that one of these robots is programmed to only love, to only be positive?
Could they?
Right,
learn
but I'm
from
just
each
getting
other?
the robots down first. The love one is only that. It's got no ounce of anything war, and the war one is only war negativity. It's got no ounce of anything positive. That's correct.
Sure.
Yeah, because the robots, right?
That's
They're like
what you're
one-sided.
introducing, right? Like,
Sure. Yes.
but how? Okay, so why do you think
What do you-
that
do you
AI that's being created is going to be so one-track minded like that?
And who do you think is going to be creating this AI?
Well, that's the thing. If they could talk to each other, then it would change everything up. If they could talk to each other, they would be like, damn, 2 robots but different. You know. what I
This is
mean?
a crazy
I mean,
first
yeah.
topic, yo.
Yo,
It's
this
like
is
the
definitely
This
a
is the
wild
craziest first topic
topic.
we've ever had.
This is no limit because the first thing we got to get to the bottom of is how, like.
Do you think
the
they could
AI
be programmed to have feelings?
Do you? When
Right.
You,
Could robots be programmed to have feelings is your first question.
Sure.
I feel like
I
it was
believe
worded
so.
like in a weird way, but I definitely understand where he was going. Like, can they have feelings?
I'm trying
Can
to picture what
robots
these
have
robots
feelings?
even look like.
We've seen a
Are
lot
they
of sci-fi
Are they like
movies
they
about
look
it.
like people, or are they like?
Nah,
Are they
bro.
like
There's a
robots?
lot,
Like you know, like the movie robots. Like do they look
there's
like
a
them?
lot of robots though that are real high tech now. Like they got like human skin. Remember that show Deadliest Warrior? And remember them fake bodies they would always fuck up? Like they got robots that are covered in that material now, just looking like a person.
Dude, what
out
was
here.
that show on?
It's gonna be
Spike
like
TV?
Terminator.
Was it Deadliest Warrior where they used to like cut the things open? Is that
Yeah,
what that
that's what I'm
was?
talking
And
about.
they used to like
Yeah.
test out their weapons.
Now they got robots with
Yeah.
those on top of them, looking like real bodies.
Yeah, wow,
It's crazy.
dude, the world is crazy. Stephen Hawking's crazy, bro.
Go ahead, I'll hand you the mic. It's all good. He's off camera with the audio.
All right.
Hold it right here, right? Yeah.
All right, my question is, if there was a robot and she was really hot, a sex robot, would y'all fuck it? That's it.
And it's like free of charge.
Free of charge.
Like I'm just like I got this sex robot.
$50. No,
I gotta pay $50?
No.
I get $50?
$15.
I get $15
You
for
gotta
it?
pay $15.
I gotta pay $15
But
to
it's
fuck.
like,
But she's smoking hot.
It's the real thing, other than that it's a robot.
Right. Yes, for $15.
I gotta pay, huh?
It's like
I don't think I would partake in that activity.
I mean,
Dude, I would $15 to try it out.
yeah, like
What do
it's
you
like
mean?
I wouldn't say no.
I'm lying. I probably would.
You know what really? You know what's really?
He tried not being horny
Yeah,
on
you
camera.
probably would.
Nah.
Nah, you know what really factors in is that like
I like my
you're
podcast.
not too insane for trying that. You're not gonna
No.
be labeled enough
If
for
it's a
trying
hot
that.
sex robot,
Come on, you're not. Yeah, people.
and it's like breaking edge technology.
I mean, it would be state of the art technology.
On the podcast.
Yeah, 15
right. You're
bucks.
saying you would do it, right, Jake?
Oh shit, I don't know. I guess so.
I feel like you bringing it up means you would do it.
Yeah.
You made that.
No, it's just
No,
a
I could tell
question.
you just got
I
questions,
have
bro.
I'm neutral on that.
You have a neutral
I'm
standpoint on that.
neutral on that.
I'm neutral. Nah, dude. You got nothing to
Switzerland.
lose.
have
15 bucks.
nothing to
I
lose.
would pay $15 to go on a roller coaster if it was good enough.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
with
Bro,
all the
roller
yo,
coasters
wait.
at Wildwood are 15 at
No,
this
wait.
point.
Good topic. Totally, we could switch it up. All of these roller coaster accidents, I'm not getting on a ride. I'm not.
Wait,
getting
where
on
you
a
seen
ride.
all these roller coasters?
all on
'cause
Instagram.
they're 14,
Since you haven't
but
been
where
seeing
at?
that.
Nah. Do you think
I saw
that
the one with the kid falling off
Yeah,
the
and
the
I've been
That's
seeing
fucked
more.
atmosphere.
up. That
I've
was
been
fucked
seeing
up.
Because they don't
Nah,
measure them right.
But is that because, like, was this always happening as long as roller coasters ever existed and rides ever existed, or is there just now the internet that we see all of them, that we think that there's more of them happening?
No, and that's what I'm getting at. I don't know whether it's the media pushing this or.
I'm not even saying the media's pushing it. We just
Honestly,
see what's happening in Arkansas because we all have Twitter.
To take your question a no limit step further,
Yeah.
I actually saw somebody give a take on this more overarchingly on Twitter earlier and said, are we really experiencing catastrophic event after catastrophic event
Or are we being
now
told this?
in our lifetime? Not even that. That's a different question. But are we really just experiencing over and over again catastrophic event, or has the world always been like this, but there was just less ways of finding out shit?
I
so
think if
now
the
we
world's
know
always been
about
like this.
everything bad that happens, so it seems like every day something
All
bad
right,
happens.
all right. So real quick, picture like 10,000 years ago, right? There's civilizations all over the world.
Oh, of course,
All over the world. Advanced ones
for
too.
the time.
There's
For the
probably
time.
crazy shit happening every day. All the time. People are probably getting beheaded and just fucking, hit with a stone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just taking a fucking crazy, ride through the
And
mountains for
honestly,
10 days.
the way they made it seem like society was very entertained by hangings, stonings, public executions were very popular back then, and it shows how far we've gotten in society. But I think we have public executions on the internet now, and people are still entertained. So it's kind of weird. We
Like it's
live in
never gone
almost a
away.
dystopia now, in a sense where it's people are watching all of these tragic things happening online, and they're almost entertained by it because the media keeps pushing it. Are we really entertained, or are we just programmed to be entertained by
Are you-
these things?
are you
Not
a-
saying that
My
I
fucking
am.
Are you a Travis Scott fan?
I am a Travis Scott
So
fan.
you know his last thing that he dropped, which was the two songs Escape Plan and Mafia, the cover of it says the true dystopia has arrived. And that was literally right after his show had that little event where people died.
Oh, shit.
I think,
That's so funny.
yeah, I believe he actually dropped that before. I might be wrong. But,
Like right before the show happened,
Yeah.
I think he dropped it that night
and
to
that's
perform it
and
that
I would
night.
like to say that's a tragic event. I'm a Travis Scott fan. I remixed the song Mafia. I really like that song. I like Escape Plan. I think Mafia is better than Escape Plan. Everybody likes Escape Plan.
Did you have any beef with Travis Scott over that whole thing? Did you think that he did anything wrong?
I didn't have any beef with Travis Scott because one thing I do, I never listen to what the media says. When they were saying he knew what happened,
That's what I heard.
I heard that the first week, and then the second week, the real news starts coming out that he figured out what happened after the show. So I don't know. I can't believe either side in a sense, but
Bro, I've
No.
seen it firsthand before. One time at Made in America, I think want to say 17, that far back.
yeah.
Whatever year Beyonce was the closing act, I tried to get close to the front. Just me and my girl tried
You
to
got
push.
squished?
And no, not even really. We tried to get pretty close, and it started to get tight. And I've been at Made in America before, up in the front, like showed up early and got to main stage
Yeah.
and was at the front, and I had to leave because it
It's a
gets
good jump.
too tight.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you ever been in like the first 5 rows of a big concert like
You
that,
got to get out
bro,
of there before it gets.
it's tight, man. It's scary tight.
good when you first
but,
get there.
But I'm talking about we weren't even that close. We tried to push forward so she could be closer to Beyonce. And let's just say this: we got real fucking close to Beyonce because she passes out in the
Oh.
crowd.
Your girl did?
Yeah, just starts going like, I don't feel good. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm standing behind her. And all
Yeah.
of a sudden, bro, her whole weight just drops
Yeah, it's
into
time
my
to get out of
chest.
there.
And I'm
You know
holding
what I'm
her.
saying?
And there's all these people. So I scooped her up like this, like fucking Cinderella type shit.
Right, you gotta get
Ran
out of
to
there,
the
you know?
middle where on the Ben Franklin Parkway, there's that statue. I said there's security, like, yo, she passed out, she passed out.
Yeah.
They ripped the gate open
Wait,
for me.
why was Cinderella your like symbol of strength? You're like,
Bro,
oh, some
I'm
Cinderella type
Was
shit.
it-
I
wasn't
really-
Cinderella
like,
the
holding her
slipper?
Like this, like, what is that? Like, I don't know, like prom or something. Like, you're holding your girl up by her legs.
Be more
and-
like
Oh,
good
like
at-
wedding day, like.
I guess, yeah. So that's how I'm holding her and running to the thing. And then the dude opens it up for me, and the paramedics, like, put her in a little wheelchair and start
Right.
wheeling her to the front. Bro, they wheeled her all the way to the front. Like, Beyonce's right there now. And I'm running behind her with
She
her.
woke up.
Like, yeah, she wakes up and she like looks like she's out of it, looking like literally feet from Beyonce, just
Right.
right there. And then they took us to the right, put us to the medical tent.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Medical tents
experience
at
like
fucking
that.
concerts
And,
are crazy.
I
yo.
heard that the staff with the medical tents and the staff up front, they were getting rushed before the concert even started with Travis
Oh, I'm
Scott's
sure they are.
situation. So
Medical tents are always popping. Like I
And,
went to one at BB&T because I had like a bloody nose for some reason,
Right.
and I went down there, and like it was just nothing but like all these girls just like throwing up all crazy, like
Oh
oh,
my
my god.
Good thing about
Oh
the
my
medical
God.
tent is if you got a problem like that where
Like
you can make
40
it
of
back
them.
to the concert, you can just go to the medical tent to get free shit. Like they'll give you water,
Nah,
Gatorade.
I went to the
fruit,
fucking bar.
all
I
that
was like,
shit.
I just get some napkins, my nose bleeding. They're like, nah, you got to go to the medical tent. I was like, why? Just give me like a cup of water and a
You should have
napkin.
just bought a $20
Yo,
beer.
my question is, did Beyonce like even acknowledge y'all when your girl was in trouble? No, she just.
She probably seen that 100,000
Wow,
times, and she
damn.
can't stop the show, bro.
Yeah, I
On
don't-
that level of,
no
of production,
celebrity.
she
or
can't
even,
stop the
like,
show.
Look.
that's the thing. Travis
She's
Scott, he
also a
probably didn't
queen.
even focus.
Like people pay, and the reality is, all going back to wrapping it up with your question and the Travis Scott thing. The reality is that happens at pretty much every big concert. People passing out. I don't know about people passing away, which happened at the
Well,
Travis
people got
Scott.
like stomped on or something.
Yeah, but it does happen, bro. It happens.
Yeah.
It happened. It has happened before that concert, and it will probably happen after it. But
No,
that one just
stuff
got
like
looked
this
at
is always
weirdly.
gonna happen when people don't know how to act. People act like animals sometimes. You know, when they're out in public, they're out with their friends and they get a little drunk. They get some type of bravery, and then they do stuff that they wouldn't normally
We've
do.
all seen some shit like
and
that. you
and
know
when
what I mean?
it comes to a large group of people doing that in mass, tragedy is bound to happen.
Yeah.
One thing I would highly not recommend is large quantities of drugs and low quantities of water.
Oh
That's
yeah,
probably what a lot of those people that are getting
That's-
hurt are doing.
Well, yeah,
that's a
and
key
they're
to life.
drinking.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
a key to
double
life.
dehydration.
How much water you drink a day?
How much water do I drink a day? I try to drink a lot of water. I try
But
to
do
drink
you?
a lot.
You smoke a lot
Probably-
of backwoods, bro. You gotta drink a lot of water.
Yeah, I definitely do. I drink probably like a few big bottles of water a day.
Pretty good.
I drink 3 bottles a day.
And you're an artist. You gotta keep them
drink
vocal
just 3
cords.
standard water bottles a day. You gotta be
No.
drinking way more water, Jake.
Nah, but do you drink other drinks?
Oh, shit, not really. Like coffee.
Jake, I really wish we had a seat for you, bro. I
Just
wasn't
water.
anticipating
No.
this much input, but
Look, it's
I love
here.
it.
All I
Jake.
drink is water and coffee, I swear.
So
Jake.
you just drink 3 of these a day and get
juice.
by.
And juice.
So you do drink juice
And like, sometimes.
and alcohol. Here's like alcohol.
Not every day, of course.
And Jake, I don't know how to say this, but the input, we got enough.
Damn.
I don't know how to say stuff to people on camera. I'm too honest.
Nah, it's
Damn,
all
that
good.
was no
Is
like. That was,
is
It's
this
all good,
instant
bro.
beef?
that's not instant beef, but I did say y'all would probably put him on the instant beef.
Put it on the beef board.
Nah, he's
Nah,
not
I
gonna
like
be on the
Jake.
beef board. Jake's a character.
Big
think-
beefy.
I think Jake's cool.
Jake's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I figured when we transitioned over here, we were gonna get a little more Trev input because we
Yeah,
do got to
yeah,
talk about I tried to transition it with the water thing because I said you're an artist. You got to keep the vocal. You got to keep
and
the
that-
vocal cords
yeah.
crispy. And you do sing a little bit too. So we started off the topic. We started off the episode just absolutely hot out of a cannon, and we kind of brushed over Trev OnlyShine, our guest. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, we know you're a recording artist, but you know,
Well, I'm 19.
I ain't gonna force you too much. Just go ahead, talk about yourself.
Well, I'm 19 years of age. I'm from Jersey.
And taller than everybody in the room.
Every guest is
I'm
tall.
I'm not even that tall, you know. But I'm from South Jersey, Woodbury. A lot of greats came from my city. Ronnie J, Charlie Heat, Rich Quick, R.I.P. to him. That's my big bro. I'm always gonna rep for him. I you know, being from where I'm from, hip hop has always been like what I do. So that's really what I'm here for on this podcast. And I got a lot of stuff on the way. I got an album I'm working on right now. I dropped an album just recently called Head Rush. My single When You're Alone got put on Q102.
Yeah,
When did
we're gonna go deeper in that.
Recently,
for sure.
just like the past 2 months has been when it was popping off. Last week I wasn't played, but it had a run. It definitely had a run, and shout out to DJ Bonix for that.
And you've been posting about it. Instagram at Trev OnlyShine. You got any underscores
Trev
in there?
Shines, yeah, no underscores. Trev
Only
OnlyShine.
Shines. Before
Yeah.
the shine. You should make another Instagram called Before the Shine, like as like your secondary John,
Yeah,
and
like
just
a-
post like snippets on there.
It's crazy. My main account is Trev Only Shines, and then my second account is Trev Only Shine.
Where did that come from?
Keep the name. Like,
It's
I don't want
crazy you
anybody
got
else.
both. There's nobody on Instagram with that
And-
Only Shines or Only Shine.
Where did Only Shine come from? Where does Only Shines?
And Only Shine, Trev Only Shine, that came from to get deeper into myself and tell you more about myself. I went through like 7 different names, like when it came to music, because I was like, I can't find that name that like people would scream in the audience.
I know
or-
at one point you were Lil Trev.
The Kid Trev.
The Kid Trev.
The
What
Kid
was
Trev.
that your
With
first
two
name?
D's, with 2 D's.
What was your
Um,
first name?
My first name, I don't even want to say it.
Nah, you gotta just say
It was like Salvation Path or some shit. Like I was.
Wow, I
trying
was
to
not
be-
expecting that at all.
I was trying to be like deep when I was like 15, and then I got to
That's
like
fire.
all this different
Yeah,
stuff,
they
and then
should,
it was
like,
the
use that
kid.
still.
Then like through high school, it was the Kid Trev, and then I was like, I don't like everybody like joking with me in school, being like, oh, the Kid Trev, the Kid Trev. I'm like, all right, I'm about to make some fly shit. So I went to the crib one day, and I'm like, I'm always gonna shine. So I named myself Trev Only Shines, and ever since then, people have really taken me serious. The name really manifested and gave me a lot of things. The name manifested a lot.
I
in
think
my
the
life.
name's dope. I fuck with
Yeah.
the name heavy.
And you know
Trev
me,
Only
bro.
Shines,
I love
yeah.
it. I love a little name change.
Yeah.
I got the fucking 3 faces of Foley in my background.
Oh, we both do, bro.
Man,
we're
like, yeah, I
we're
feel
no
like-
strangers of a name
Yo,
change here and there.
we can all relate to that. I feel
Yeah,
like.
for
I mean,
sure.
every artist, like in a sense, we're all artists in this room. Even when it goes to Jake with the skateboarding, he's an artist when it comes to
Yeah.
a sport in a sense. Everything is a sport also. We can get into that too. But
100%.
you know, we all go through that evolution where it's like we don't know what our true sense of self is, and then we figure it out along the way. And that's always a part of the journey. It's always a part of the journey.
Save that, bro, because I want to keep going on the music career. Save the word competition. Do that.
Yeah,
for me,
everything
please.
is. I believe everything is competitive, but you don't have to compete with everybody. You could be competing with yourself, and competing with everybody without you even.
So what
you
kind
know.
of music did you make when you first started? When you were like 15? Because you said your name was
In-
Salvation Path. What
in a
would you
sense,
describe it like?
It was always me building to what I do now.
Exactly.
And,
I
like,
was
the young
getting
Nate-
there, but what was that first sound? Was it grungy? Was it more like? Did you try to get guitar
Okay.
shit in there? Or?
I used to rap like. I used to just rap for my whole neighborhood because I wasn't good at sports like everybody else. Everybody on my street, well, like, I'm very athletic. I can play a game of ball. I can play any sport you want me to play. My big sport was MMA. I love fighting, and I never told anybody that. I'm glad I got to bring that up. On my street, everybody was
He
like,
just kicks our ass.
everybody on the street was so good at sports. Like, they were all like the best players on the team, you know what I'm saying? So I was always not able to compete with them when it came to racing, basketball, all that. So what I
good.
oh my fault.
good.
I'm always going a little away from the mic, but
You're good.
what I did was I always was just rapping, and I would get my friends into it and stuff. And when I used to rap, I would be on like that Eminem, Biggie, Tupac, Method Man, all the old rappers. I would try to rap like them. And not even just them, more like a Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt, Joey Badass. Earl Sweatshirt's one of my biggest inspirations. MF Doom.
He's one of my favorite rappers ever.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one of my favorite.
And I'm really like, gonna get into like the main influences when it came to that sound when I was 14, 15, back in 20. Damn, like I'm young, 2017, 2018, you know, I was a youngin', you know.
You're still young now, bro.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that young, bro.
And-
That's young to be starting.
Look,
out
And
like
you'll
that.
be so
With
happy,
someone
bro.
keep on
Like
doing shit
when
like
you
that,
get
eh?
to when you get to like our age, like we're mid-20s,
Right.
you will be so happy that you started now and you didn't pause, you didn't give up, you just kept going. You'll be
Yeah.
so happy that you put that groundwork in early.
Yeah,
Because
for
there's
sure.
people that don't start until 25
for sure.
and got to put all that groundwork in.
But
And it's a lot harder when the later you start, the harder it's going to be.
yeah, but one thing I can also say is when it comes to your drive and determination, and history shows we see people that do great things past the age of 30 even, like
Yeah.
it's all about how bad you really want this and when you learn all the key things you need to learn. And for me, I feel like my journey is like almost a linear path. Like I just learn as I go and I try to do what I do. And when I say linear path, that's wrong. It's almost like a path that goes like this and up and down. There have been years where I had no motion at all. And in high school there were years where I had no motion at all, and there were years in high school where I had viral videos out. So and that's something that like nobody talks about now. It's something in the past, but it's a lot of stuff. I feel like I'm chatting too much, but
Nah.
we
Nah,
could
you're
get
good.
back
Well,
to
you're
that.
here,
That's
bro.
what we want, bro.
You know-
That's what we want out of a guest. We want a guest to just go. To just
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
We were just talking about that beforehand because you wanted to talk about Theo Von a little bit. I heard one of his podcasts recently with a guy named Jelly Roll. Who's
Yeah.
like a. You listen to it? That one?
No, I was just saying I'm just
That you're a
you
fan
know,
of
yeah,
Theo Von?
Theo Von.
Dude, so you know that he's in it. Like, he's good. He
Yeah.
talks. He gets the shit. This dude, Jelly Roll, came on, bro. He was just an artist. Like, it's almost like just like
Right.
us having you as an artist. He was right there with him. He chatted just as much. He was cracking jokes. I loved
Yeah.
it. And I was saying to him, that's how every guest should be. That's what you're doing. You're killing it right now.
I appreciate you,
Sure.
my boy. Yeah.
Trev.
But to get back into what I was saying about how I got this sound, like when it came to that age at like 14, 15, I dealt with the loss of my man Rich Quick, which was a big thing for me. At
So
the
he
time.
was he a mentor to you?
He was.
So
in the
you
sense
knew him
of-
personally. You had
Yeah.
a relationship.
I met
with
him when I was like 8. I don't know whether I was like 8. I met him in 2013. If I could probably don't even judge my math. I was probably like 10. And we had this thing in Woodbury called the Fall Arts Festival. And shout out Woodbury back then because they would let local rappers do concerts in the city with city funded events. But so I met him there and he gave me a CD and I told him that I rapped and it was like what I wanted to do with my life at that young age.
right?
And we stayed in contact ever since I was that age. And then he passed away in 2018 on September 6th. He was a legend, and I'm glad I get to talk about him right now. I'm going to talk about him forever. Like, he did a lot for me when it came to forming myself now because what he told me was not to spend my money on stupid things and to put it towards music at a very young age. So I
Yeah.
had that knowledge in me young, and I didn't have that false fantasy that it's just going to fly out the air, you know?
Yeah.
This stuff doesn't fly
It was
out
good
the air.
advice that he gave you, and like most good advice is, it was real simple. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, and he was just real important to me. That was one of my influences around that time, like 14, 15, 16. And, like, he was around when I was, like, 14 or 15, and I had them big moments at that age, so...
It's funny the things that stick with you, if, like from a certain perspective or from a certain person, because you hear so many things in your life. You get so much advice in your life, but you don't take everything. You really don't just take everything, but like some shit really strikes a chord with you that you
Yeah.
just take forever.
Yeah, and one thing I can also admit on the air is, like, after losing Bridge, it's like, and it's sad to say, you take a lot more in a perspective, and that taught me a lesson in life to love people more now because, you know, we might not always have tomorrow, you know what I mean? He was a big inspiration at that age, 14, 15, 16. XXX, speaking of another rapper that's gone, was a big inspiration at that age of 16 and
Dude,
15,
remember like
16, and
online
14.
when they posted him dead?
Yeah, and
That
this
was
is
crazy.
this is all gonna tie in.
That's how quick like shit can happen.
This is all gonna tie in. Juice WRLD, another rapper at the age 14, 15, 16. Mac Miller, another rapper I liked at that age 14, 15, 16. So that era in my life was different than that Eminem, 50 Cent, and Lil Wayne era. That was an era where I'm a teenager and I'm realizing, oh, this is deeper than me thinking I'm just gonna be a rapper and life is just safe.
You're
and
talking
everything,
about,
you know?
you said when you liked Eminem, 50
All-
Cent, Wayne.
That's like when
That's
I was
early teens. You're saying?
No, that was when I was like 7
young
and
kid.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, so this
like, since I was born.
Oh, so you're saying this teenage era with Mac, Juice
all the
WRLD,
rappers that are
XXX,
dead,
yeah,
you know,
passed,
and
right.
and it's literally now that I'm here, it kind of showed like I'm figuring out now that it showed me this is real, you know, like stuff's real
yeah,
life.
that
You
is.
gotta
It's something
stay
about
on the right path.
It's something about
Yeah,
your
for sure.
generation, like that generation right below us, that you guys definitely did have more of an interest in Juice WRLD and XXX
Yeah.
than like our era did. We knew about them,
I
but
don't listen to them at all.
I feel like what
Juice
you're
WRLD would be
saying.
3 years older than me.
What you're
or
saying
something
is
like
is
that.
is a shared opinion about these guys. They were really important to people your age, like 19
they're
years
still
old.
important. They fought like X didn't die because of self harm, and for the people that did that I just talked about.
Juice
that's,
WRLD,
no,
you mean, right?
that's,
'Cause
we could
X got
separate this.
shot.
He got shot, you know, and that was almost like to show you it doesn't matter how good of a person you are, bad people don't care. You know, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't be a good person. You always be a good person.
Yeah, for sure.
But in this world, the good die young a lot, and that's a reoccurring theme in my life to see. So
Just because you're a good person doesn't guarantee you anything.
Oh no, yeah,
It really
it doesn't. Life doesn't guarantee you anything in life. You're not guaranteed.
Everything's
anything.
totally random. Shitheads live to be 100 years old all the time.
Yeah, and that's something I've watched in my life, like especially in the
Yeah.
years that I'm living in now. I'm like, wow, like some of these shitheads live forever, and then people I love that did great things, they just end up being like checked out at a wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
you know,
weird who gets to continue on, right?
Yeah, it is. You know,
Yeah. Damn, we went down a little dark path there. But going
stuff
back
gets dark.
going
Yeah,
back
it's not
down a
all
little
that.
more bright path with Trev OnlyShine, what I wanted to say when we were talking about just the longevity that you've had already is that I think with your music and every guest that we've had on the podcast so far, they kind of get my spiel about a deep dive of what I think their music is.
Right.
You're a perfect example of someone who started a sound and you stuck with it, and now it has become something so much better than what it was in the beginning. I didn't know that you went back that far to 2015 when you were Salvation Path, all the way
that
back
was
then.
probably like 2017.
2017. I didn't know that you
Yeah.
went back that far, but knowing that now, it just drives it home even more. Because from the day that I met you, you've improved like immensely, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like if you look back in our chat messages, you can see that. Because the first couple of times you sent me something, I just said, "Bro, it's got potential. Like keep
Yeah.
going." And the last few times you sent some shit through, I was like, "Bro, this is it. Like this is the sound that you've been working towards."
Yeah.
And I feel like that's definitely true, especially because you work with the same team pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
And you build a sound with other people.
Yeah, I'm
So
very.
let's talk about that a little bit. Who do you work with as far as sound engineering, your manager, your whole team behind you?
Before I get into the guy, like talking about the guys and stuff, like one thing that in my life I'm big on loyalty. You know, I'm big on loyalty. You know, and when it comes to sending my stuff out to the guys, I'm always gonna send my song out because it might be something in that song that they need to hear. You know, or anybody. I send my music out to everybody. Even though, like, I could get new people, but I'll send it out to everyone, you know? Because that's how I want this stuff to go up, you know what I'm saying? That's how I market my stuff, and I have people send out my music for me. That's a good way for a young artist to market. You need to get your friends to send your music out for you. If you have 20 people sending your music out and 10 people that each 20 of them send out to, you're getting a lot of plays off of that, you know? I might have messed up how I put that. But to get into what I'm talking about.
The point's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get into
I
what I'm
feel you.
talking about. It's like a different type of
And even more than that, most of the time, people that don't know you, they don't want to hear you say your own music is good. They want to
Right.
hear some outsider say, "Yo, I listened to this."
Exactly.
Check
So
it
if
out.
one of my friends is sending it out,
Right.
that's always been one of my strategies. Always work to get my SoundCloud going up. I'm at the phase right now in my career where I'm really trying to get stuff kicking. Like I'm working on marketing. I'm learning about business. I'm learning about a lot of these stuff, and that's helping me with my talent. You know what I mean? So like, that's what from when you were telling me I had potential. That's back. We know each other since probably like 2020 to 2022. Like that's been the era of me just getting to the best place I'm at now. And when it comes to the guys, like Nicky J, that's like my manager for real. he's done a lot for me in the sense of like, how do I put it, like just put me in the right places, like, and he would let me be around at times where I probably even shouldn't have been around. It's a lot of people like Hempsey, you know. Hempsey is like the person I met when Hempsey was the first one that really brought me around DCX. So I wouldn't have even been around DCX if it wasn't for Hempsey. And Hempsey really is somebody that helped mold my sound into what it is now, in a sense. When it comes to like, Hempsey would tell me like advice I needed to hear. Hempsey's probably the biggest mentor. He's like big bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's
You could tell him to follow us back though.
for real.
I don't think he
Yeah.
fucks with us, bro.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I don't get into stuff.
He unfollowed us, I don't know.
I really, like, it's not like, I really can't imagine anything that we would ever have beef about, but out of nowhere one day, he just stopped fucking
Right.
with us.
Instant beefs.
Yeah, man, I don't know, dude.
It's not instant beef, because it's just like, I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe he
I don't
has
know.
just the beef with his stuff, bro.
I
You
don't
really
know.
might have a
yeah,
beef.
like, I don't know.
Nah, he
So,
probably was just scrolling
I mean-
through his shit. I'm following people. Like that's how Hempsey is.
I know,
Yeah, maybe.
and I can.
I don't
feel
know.
that.
I can't even say
know
that's how
every,
he's. I can't
know
speak
every,
for him.
I know every brand does
That's
that.
my dog.
Every person who's doing a brand does that. Goes through, follows people, unfollows people. I know that shit.
Nah, that's how
The
it be.
Instagram game.
But it's like-
I just like, I'm a weirdo.
don't
Like,
know, bro.
I might be a weirdo or I might just be cool. Like, I'll respond to everybody, bro. I'll just look through all my shit, all of that. I probably will always be like that because it's just like, I have like anxiety if I just leave shit unopened. Like,
Dude,
someone will be
hey.
like texting me, like, coming crazy at me. I'll just open it.
You
like,
say
even
that
when I
now,
shouldn't, you know
and
what I'm
then
saying?
like your song gets 15 million plays, and then you got 40 million people hitting your DMs, and you're like, I can't hit all these.
But like, it comes down to
Right.
it. Like my favorite rappers, like Doo-Wop Kane, Uno the Activist, Ronnie J. Like, shit.
Ronnie J raps.
Ronnie J raps. Yeah, he's fire. He's fire.
Well, he's more known for being a producer.
He's known for the producing because he's like he's probably like top 5 of this generation.
I wonder.
Really, real
you
quick,
know,
do you ever wonder that? Like, you ever like DM a celebrity and like wonder if they'll ever?
Oh
say
no,
it?
that's what my point
Like,
is.
do you ever do it?
They all my favorite people, like they're kind of like me. They'll just hit me back. Like my boy, Doo-Wop Kane shout out to Doo-Wop Kane. That's probably like one of my favorite rappers in the underground right now. He honestly should be one of the mainstream rappers, different style, and he's someone I relate to a lot when it comes to starting this shit at like 9 years old. You know, like I don't see a lot of
He
people
was a
like
young
that.
boy.
Yeah, youngin'. You know.
That's all the great stars. Do
That's
it
all the great
forever.
stars, and like
Do it
my
forever.
my point saying all this is like shit. I'm kind of forgetting, but like, you know.
Well, we started off trying to get through the DCX.
Yeah.
We only got through Hempsey and Nicky J.
Nicky J, shit, Wheezy. Wheezy's done a lot.
Definitely
for me.
Weez, because he's done work for this podcast too.
Yeah.
After we had him on, we made the No Limit outro, which you're gonna hear at the end of this video.
Mhm.
That shit's fire.
In the studio.
Yo.
And that would Nick was on that too.
Mm-hmm.
It was us.
Yeah,
it was us two and Nick.
Nicky
Yeah.
J was in there on the vocals. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, Nicky J.
Yeah,
like,
yo.
you gonna make a song?
He got right in there too.
vocals.
But
Shout out Nick.
Yeah, Wheezy is like one of the best producers in the world to me. Honestly, like he comes up with like these sounds that are so fresh for this time. You know, like.
Very serious
Very-
about his shit.
yeah.
That's the vibe I got from him. He's just so serious.
Yeah,
about,
like
his music.
He'll never not have me invested in what he does. Same with Hempsey. Like I'll always be invested in like the craft. Like Hempsey like got that like Kanye level production, and I'm gonna just say that openly. I don't care. Like that's one of my things. I stand on all my opinions. I say, and being around the guys like. Seeing how they are, it's like really
Motivational.
It's like, bro, it's like when you watch the Kanye documentary and you're seeing him chilling with Mos Def and you're seeing
What'd
him
you think
chilling
about
with people.
that documentary? Because we had a little,
I didn't even watch the whole
chat
thing. I
about
watched
it.
the first episode.
My thing about it, I made it through the first episode too.
Yeah.
And my thing about it was that you ever see the Lil Wayne documentary from the Carter way back? Like he put it up, he put it out originally on iTunes. It came with the album. If you bought a certain version, you got this like
I ain't even
hour-long
seen
video. You can find it now on YouTube probably because I
Right.
think that's where I seen it. And then there's also there's a Travis Scott one, like a little documentary thing. Have you seen
Isn't
that?
it called Look Mom, I Can Fly on Netflix? I saw one on Netflix
Nah, I
for
think
Travis Scott.
why do I feel like I seen another one before that when he was a little like less famous? But anyway, what I'm getting about the Lil Wayne one is like when I saw that one, it seemed more like, all right, this is the making of an album. This is the real This is just raw footage.
Right.
And with the Kanye stuff, I felt like they were trying to tell me a story, like put something over. Like Netflix used the footage and they were trying to like tell me something by the end, rather than it just being like raw footage of like here's what's going on. They're trying to put something in. They're trying to like instill a thought about Kanye in my brain.
So you
through this
believe
stuff.
there was an ulterior motive to that, you know?
Basically, yeah, basically, but not even that it was ulterior in the sense that it was like secondary. It was like they were blatantly saying like, hey, we made this documentary, like we want you to think by the end Kanye's genius, so we're gonna design it this way, you know?
You know, and that's what, when you get to that level of fame, power, you know, Kanye made that song, only one man could have all that power or something like.
No one man
should have all that power, you know? And
the clock's ticking, where's my clam chowder?
Nah, but like, it's like,
Hurry up, chef.
It kind of makes sense.
Hurry up, chef.
That's the ad lib. The clock's ticking. Where's my clam chowder? Hurry up, chef.
Yeah. I'm saying though, like, when it comes down to it, like, we could have any opinion on a celebrity, but you know, we don't know them. Like, I'll have talked to my family. Like, they'll be having an opinion on like the Kim, Pete Davidson, and Kanye beef, and I'll be like, it's like looking at your neighbor having problems and like trying to look into their life. Like, you probably really don't know what's going on. I mean, they put it on the internet for everyone to see, to have an opinion, just to keep their names relevant, for real.
Yeah, 100%.
Kanye's a genius. He should be making just good music and putting it out, and you know, and other celebrities shouldn't just be making their whole Instagram bashing Kanye West. If you made it to that level, you should use your fame and use all of that time that you put into it to make good music. Talib Kweli. So, like, Talib Kweli responded to me on Instagram because he keeps posting
I did
Kanye
see that.
West.
Let's get into that, bro.
I'm not gonna. We don't even need to get into it.
No, we
too
gotta
much.
get into it, bro. We have to.
I don't know who this
we
is.
have
Who
to.
is
It was instant beef. Well, it might
Talib
be deleted by now,
Kweli.
but if I could screenshot it, I would find it and pop it up.
Damn,
I said
really?
He had instant beef with Talib
Look,
Kweli on
For all the
on
viewers
gram.
here, all right, this is what happened. Talib Kweli, a rapper that has worked with Kanye West and many of the famous producers, many famous rappers, he worked with them. He never really dropped a single that made a hit. Like, but I shouldn't even be talking about a legend like this, because he is a legend. You are a legend, but you disrespected me. You were being a man-child posting about Kanye West every day. I know you're not even going to see this interview, but I'm just saying this for all the interviewers.
Bro, he was going in on the comments
Yeah,
on you. He might
probably
see this
will. He might see
interview,
this.
bro.
He might see, and eventually he probably will see this.
He had personal
But,
attention toward whatever you said. I saw the comments.
No, he had attention to whatever I said. I said you're being a man-child because you're posting basically he was being a man-child. He's posting another person over and over and over again just because he has an opinion on them and he feels like they don't give him the respect he deserves. And that's all. And that's all I said. And this motherfucker's gonna be like, "You're a racist." That's all he said. That's all he said. Can you give me more of a? Can you give me more of a reason why you keep posting someone instead of just posting some music? You know what I'm saying?
But
just post some music. We like your music. You know what I mean? Keep making it.
But you were sticking
I
up.
respect it.
But you were like advocating for a black man.
I don't think
Kanye
for
West.
Talib Kweli. I feel like for Talib Kweli as an individual, I feel like at his middle age, or I think he's in his 50s, his brain might be wiring out, or he might just be very ignorant.
Could be. Could be
Who
either
knows?
one, honestly.
I think him as an individual. That's my opinion on him as an individual.
And you did say that, and I saw your post
Just
that
a
you
beef.
said, he should just be dedicating his energy to making the music.
And it's crazy because he gave me an opinion on him. Like, that's why I don't have an opinion on, like, Kanye West. I'll call Kanye a genius because of what he's dropped, his music. That gives me an opinion on him. But anything else, like, if rappers have drama and I haven't talked to them at all, I won't have an opinion. But if you're give me an opinion to have on you, I'll have it.
We think of like Kanye's like fashion. We think of like Yeezy and stuff like that.
He can give you an opinion with that. I like some of it, and then I liked some of it when I was young, and I grew out of liking that. So then I was like, wow, if I spent a lot of money on that at a young age and then grew out of it now, that really wouldn't have been worth it.
Yeah.
You could always sell this stuff, but if I bought, knowing me, if I were able to buy any shoes like that, I would definitely wear them. So they wouldn't even be worth what I bought them for. That's why I don't buy any of the designer
what,
stuff.
Yeezy stuff?
Yeah, I don't never.
You
had-
rocking Uggs right now?
Yeah, just Uggs
Ugg
and a
boys.
Dare shirt and a Dare shirt.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Did someone else wear a Dare shirt?
Did I wear a Dare shirt?
I don't know. Maybe PA. I think PA might have wore the same hoodie. I don't even know. That'd be
Nah.
crazy if he did. He might have.
Nah.
If he did, then me and PA are fighting. No kids on drugs.
Bro, you used to do MMA.
Yeah.
MMA.
Maybe
I
you'll
think
fuck up. Yeah.
I'm a little like far out of my time. I only made it to like a brown belt.
In what?
choke him out, though?
Jiu-jitsu?
No, just like I was in MMA for everything.
Like
mixed martial arts.
you were just at an MMA gym?
It was called UMMA. I
feel like you're a
don't think
strikeout.
I should get into this, but I
submission
am.
bull.
My coach got arrested, and the whole place got shut down.
Damn.
While you
And
were
then,
there.
and shout out.
I like how
shout-
he said, I don't think I should say this as he points at the camera and declares.
I'm
it.
gonna say it because I'm not gonna say his name, but there was another coach there, Coach Juan, and he was the GOAT. He's awesome. He's a great mixed martial artist.
Shout out Coach Juan.
And when it was the kids class, Coach Juan, he was always good to everyone. He made sure he didn't hurt anybody. The other coaches were a bit rough. Like we had a cop in there that was a coach, and he would F me up. Like he would tear me up. But like that training, like I loved MMA. I just love UFC. So I would go there every day and just imagine being in UFC. I'd never liked the gi. And then we would have weeks where it's no gi, and I'd be like hitting him with some
Just straight
shit.
underwear.
No, what? No.
Shoving the skimmies.
No, like just the shorts and the shirt, you know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't have the gi for a week. It would be like the striking week or sparring week. Like those are my favorite weeks, you know. Good memories. I was in MMA for like a good 3 years.
Oh, that's cool.
And I did like Tang Sudo, which is some other stuff when I was like a youngin' in like 5th grade. So I've always been into fighting sports.
I'm so
been my
lazy.
thing.
You played football, you did MMA, bro. I didn't do shit. I never did a
Mind
goddamn
you,
thing.
I did that for like 2 years and then did Tang Sudo for 1 year. But all throughout high school, really, I ain't do nothing but rap.
At least
So I
it's
was
something.
pretty
I
lazy.
just did nothing.
I'm always outside, you know. But you don't seem like you're too lazy, you know what I mean? I feel
Nah,
like-
I mean, yeah, now I'm not. But I mean, like when I was growing up, like I wasn't playing sports. I never played sports.
Zany was a chunky bull.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
a
a fat
chunky
dude.
What were you
ball.
into?
But I was
I
playing
just play video games and shit.
That's fire.
It's just all I do is play video games.
You're in
Honestly.
shape.
You were
now,
early
now
on
that I
that.
think about it.
You're in shape now, and
That's
then you
true,
were
too, when it
you were-
matters.
and it wouldn't even matter. You just canceled it all out. You were playing video games all
Do
the
you
time.
think
You
I
were
had a
lit.
better childhood because I did that, or a worse one?
But all right, did
I mean,
you?
I still went out.
Listen,
It's not- it's
exactly.
not- I
that's
wasn't
my
like
point.
a
Yeah,
homebody. I
I
just
don't think it
literally.
changed.
What?
Oh, I don't think it really changed.
You might have had a better. You might have had a better
I didn't
childhood.
have to do all that traveling on like Saturdays and shit, and like fucking getting up early and like working out and like. Fuck,
And-
I didn't do.
And
do
you
any
want to
of
know?
that.
You want to know something else? You had a lot more freedom with that.
Yeah, I could
which
just
led to
fucking-
better experiences. So it's like, and I have the same experience as you. Honestly, to be real with you, like in high school, I didn't really do any sports, so I would have a lot more experiences like outside having fun.
It
Yeah,
would've been-
yo,
it-
fuck doing sports.
Nah, it would have been nice
Sports are
sometimes
great,
to go
though.
home after school instead of have to go to a practice, but I mean, it gave you some type of like,
Discipline.
and,
Yep.
and just
Said
like,
at the same time.
time management. When you knew that,
I love sports.
when you knew that,
Oh, I love sports too. I
Yeah.
just mean like fuck. why
when
not?
you
No,
knew
yeah.
that even after a day of school,
Right.
like 7 hours, whatever you were doing in school, 7-8 hours, that you still had 3 more hours that you had to go do something every day. So now you're only left with 14 more hours to
It's
sleep
funny-
and handle all
right.
your other shit. You get your time management skills way up.
It's funny because
Hell
now I
yeah,
want
at
to
a
get
young
into
age.
sports. I want to get into sports now.
Bro, that's why you're waking up all stressed. Last week you're talking about you're always waking up like in a haze, rushing to work. Got to get that time management down.
Nah, bro, it's because I fucking have to wake up at like 3:30 a.m. to go to work sometimes. It's just like you're never gonna wake up ready to go at 3:30.
When I get up that early, I wish I could inject coffee into my veins.
Yeah, you wake up.
Oh my god, I love coffee. I love coffee, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said something
I'm
about
trying to
coffee
cut back on
earlier. I was
coffee.
going to ask you if you're a coffee guy.
I'm a big coffee.
How many coffees do you
Because
drink?
it's true. If
I'll
you drink
I'll
3
drink
cups
one,
of
but I
water and
drink
2
it at
cups
the
of
right
coffee,
time.
you're
What's
good
your
on
Dunkin'
liquid for
order?
the day.
I don't even order Dunkin'. I make it.
You make it on?
Make Dunkin'. Yeah, piss a lot. Yeah, Jake's point is correct. You do piss a lot when you drink coffee and water. Like I'll drink coffee and then a bottle of water because it's it'll be warm outside and I'm drinking a hot coffee. I'll be like, oh, it's a little hot.
Yo,
Get a little headache.
pro tip for the No Limit audience. Whatever you're drinking should be the same temperature or like around the same as whatever
Oh,
weather
I
is
did
outside.
it. I did it. Yeah, I'll
That's
be
right.
drinking a hot coffee. And
Like,
it's pretty
nah,
hot
you
out.
can.
I'm a
Like
crazy,
a
I'm
hot
a crazy
coffee in the
bull,
winter,
kinda.
that's like, everybody does it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's actually true that an iced coffee is better for you. Cold water is better for you in the winter.
Why? 'Cause
Wow.
your inner body, your inner temperature, like adjusts to the cold.
Because if you drink a cold water, it's actually going to heat your body up because like that cold water's gonna hit your organs, all this shit,
Right.
and it's already cold out, so your body's gonna send more blood to that area to keep it warm.
That's
Whereas like if
interesting.
you drink a warm bottle of water, it's not really gonna.
There's
have
just
that
too
effect.
much
I really
information
did
to
not
know.
know that.
There's just too much information to withhold in your one mind.
It definitely
You know
is.
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I never knew that. Now I do. Like, there's like it's gonna run out. That's probably why you get dementia and shit.
And
You
there's-
just learn too many things, and your brain just.
one thing
resets.
I've realized, especially, well, like specifically, actually, in my life, like there's a fine line of me having the knowledge I have, and then I'll drink a few drinks, and all of that knowledge just goes out the window.
You wash it all down.
Like it's just gone. Like if I'm partying, like the knowledge.
I
will be
mean
gone.
drinking.
I'm talking about if I'm going out having fun.
Dude, I'm so ready to retire forever.
I haven't ever blacked out, bro.
I look. I don't.
Ever in my
I'm
life.
always coherent when I black out, so I'm throwing up and I know exactly what's going on.
But when
It's
you
hell.
say blackout, do you mean like you don't remember
Yeah,
what
if you're,
happened?
if
the
you're
next
No, no,
day?
no.
coherent and you know what's going on, you've never blacked out.
I consider
Blackout
it
is
blacking out.
completely like you wake up and you have no idea how you even remotely got there.
I would rather that have happened a lot of the times I've been drunk.
Yeah, like I'd never been there. I've always remembered everything.
There have been times where I woke up legit terrified of like how I got home.
Okay, that would be bad. Oh wait, yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Like I have no idea.
Yeah.
Did I walk the whole way? I have no clue.
Where's my car?
There's no receipts for anything.
Did I fly?
Yeah, where's my
Where's
car?
my- where's
Oh,
my-
dude, the amount of times I've lost my car. I lost
Oh
my car a
my
few weeks
God.
ago.
Oh my god.
Dude, where's my car?
I had to Uber to
Jeez.
underneath the L. My car was underneath the L.
Oh my
And I
god.
had to Uber from. I don't even know where I Uber from. It was like it was around the L though. But yeah, when I couldn't find my car. I had no idea where I parked it. It was around my boy's house.
Wow.
One more thing I definitely want to cover from both you guys real quick. I'm not sure how long I think we went like an hour already, maybe. Did we?
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
probably-
really tell
nah,
at
we're
the
probably
time,
around
but I
like
do want to
45
get
minutes.
one more thing. Both of you, the question is posed. You don't have to have one. Any instant beefs.
I feel like Jake's definitely
Jake,
got an
Jake, we'll
instant
bring you
beef.
back on the camera if you have one. If you have one, you can come on, speak it into the mic, let the people know what's
Thought about
going on.
something a second ago. But let me think about it for 1 second.
All right,
I know you got one in there.
we'll pass the rock to Trev in the meantime. Any instant beefs?
All right. Let me
Talib
think.
Kweli?
Nah. I
He gets a reprieve.
I wish
I
the,
can
rock
I
it.
wish the best for Talib Kweli, and I pray for that man's sanity.
Hey, 100%.
Nah, because like the people who are on here are like really bad people. Like
Yeah.
the Cuomo brothers,
Nah.
Hitler, Putin, Ben Simmons, Mike Knox.
Oh,
Like he just doesn't.
that would
fit
go
the
on this
mold.
board, instant beef.
Yeah,
Instant
yeah,
beef,
this is
yeah.
the instant beef
and then,
board.
look,
We
like,
got
this
a
one
few.
came from Bisco, this one came from
People,
BA.
people, listen.
This one came from Tim Ford.
All right, people who when they drive, they're always hitting the brakes.
Brake checkers.
No, they're always hitting the brakes when you're
What do you
it
mean
gets
they're
you
always
car
hitting the
sick.
brakes?
Like them people that like you're driving with and they're driving fast as hell and they're just hitting the brakes every 5 seconds. Like,
Oh, I
like,
know what you're
dude,
saying.
get
Like,
them people out of here, man.
Yeah, they don't know how to drive. How can I put that on there? You know what I hate? When people ride my fucking ass on the highway, and then that's what you do.
And
You
those are
fucking
the same-
brake.
no, those are the
Nah,
same
I
people.
brake real
Yeah.
fucking like real hard.
But the people who ride your ass are them same
I feel
people.
like we got a traffic going
No,
up here.
what about
Nah.
people? What about people that got like 20 lights in front of their trucks, like on the
like
on,
lifted
their-
ass fucking
Yeah.
cars
Oh yeah,
and
that's
shit.
that's
No,
out of here.
No, just like
Get
the
'em outta
racks
here.
of lights.
Yeah, like when it's like someone's behind you and they're just
Yeah,
high beams are on
flashbangs.
and
I've
shit.
almost crashed my car because I've got flashbanged.
Really?
It's like COD.
This man Jake's out here getting flat.
Oh my
Alright.
god!
Like,
What kind of car do you drive?
I
For all
love
the
it.
truck
Oh,
drivers,
my
y'all need to
God.
watch out for my boy Jake. Like that. All right, these truck drivers, y'all need to watch out for my boy Jake.
Like a serpent.
Stop
All right,
playing with
I
me.
love it. I love it. But a no limit executive decision. It's not specific enough. We're just
Yeah,
hating on people
I don't
in
think I
traffic.
can even
Alright,
come
You got
up with a
anything
specific-
specific?
one.
He's got one. The mic is yours. Come,
This
Damn,
better be a
Jake's
good
getting on
Jake.
point for this.
This
Come
better
on,
be a
please.
good one, Jake.
come on over here.
No.
I'll just stand.
He could have just sat right there.
I want to hear. I want to
I'm
hear.
ready for now.
I want to hear a
So-
good instant beef.
This is kind of basic, but was Will Smith right or wrong for slapping the shit out of Chris Rock?
He was
No,
wrong.
is that instant beef?
That's not
Well-
no instant beef.
He just wants to get it out. I think he's wrong.
You've been
Well,
praying
no,
to get that joint out. That's
No.
a week ago.
No. Well, he was laughing, and then his face turned right upside down.
I think the Oscars, if anything, would have been.
Do you have instant beef with the Oscars? Is the real question.
Well,
And I love it. Can more people get slapped on the Oscars?
Yeah, the Oscars was.
That's what they should do. They
Can
should
more
have
people get
celebrities.
slapped on the
this year.
Oscars?
And you know why? I was saying to my dad, I was like, I only ever tune into the Oscars to see some shit happen, and some shit finally did happen.
And
it's so good.
everybody watches the Grammys to see two of the girl celebrities kiss each other at some point in the show or see something like that happen.
that's
Like,
on
let's
night?
be real.
some
No, it
That
was
was
just
on last
on.
night.
Nothing happened on the Grammys.
Yeah,
let's
nothing
be
happened on
real.
the Grammys. I
It
had
was
it on
a-
silent while I watched WrestleMania.
All I saw on the
Like a real
Grammys,
man.
all I saw on the Grammys was Lil Nas X preying upon everybody on the stage. But that's besides the point.
He
Like,
preyed upon him.
They would just show the camera. He said,
All right, Jake.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Unless you
Oh, I
got
thought
a-
you
Grammys,
meant he
yo.
fucking Satan.
nah, the
Satan.
Grammys was crazy, yo. I swear, that joint was funny.
I thought Jake had a beef for.
And I predicted,
Cream cheese.
what?
Yeah, we can't have instant
I
beef
don't-
with
I don't
cream
like
cheese.
cream
With
cheese.
the cream cheese.
You don't like cream
beef.
cheese?
I never ate
Cream
cream cheese
cheese.
in my life.
I might have to put that up there for him. Cream cheese.
Why?
It's too legit. Because it's going to be his instant beef. Like, we'll always just remember that Jake just fucking hated
Honorary,
that was
yeah.
his
Put
last
J
straw out
next
of the
to it.
hat. Was just,
Yo,
did you guys
Put a
think-
J next to it.
Yo!
Put a J. Oh, damn, the instant.
Yo!
Yo,
They're going to
the
know we're
instant beef
fucking
board.
poor.
Y'all know what cream cheese is? Like what it really is?
What is it, really?
yo, do not say some out of pocket shit.
Change
right
my opinion on it right now. Because I eat cream cheese pretty...
It's milk that sits. It's pretty much old ass milk.
Like curded milk, I like
Yeah,
that shit,
pretty
though.
much.
You know, I never had it in my life.
now. Nah, for real though, y'all, I got a lot of shit coming. Be ready for that.
I was just gonna say
That's
that.
fine,
I'm
bro.
glad I didn't have to introduce it. Give us a little ride out, Trev. What's the last things you gotta say on your mind to the No Limit audience?
The last things I really got to say on my mind to the No Limit audience and to anybody else that's watching this on my behalf,
Alright, get this back up.
be yourself. That's very basic, but
Damn.
really be yourself. Really be yourself.
There you go.
Don't be yourself because anybody else is either. And that shit's... The instant beef board got beef with y'all.
I know. I was just about to say, is this the death of the instant beef?
Nah, it's not.
It just looks cooler now.
That's fine.
It's like... It's kind of like...
Looks like someone had beef.
Yo.
Fucking-
I'll
He
nail
just
it.
decided he's being himself.
Yeah.
I'll nail it.
He
I'll
decided
fix it.
that's him now.
Put a hammer to it.
For real?
But yeah.
Shit.
Fucking Trev's killing
But,
it, bro.
nah, like, be yourself, man. Stay true to what you're doing and don't listen to anybody's opinion. Be crazy, you know?
If you could do like one show like Jimmy Fallon shit, like perform, what would you do? Like Saturday Night Live or something? Like say you could just go on any show, just broadcast like to all them people.
For like
perform. You know,
a
like
late
like
night
the-
show?
Yeah, like they have like musical guests. They have like Jimmy Fallon, Saturday Night Live. They have all those shit shows like music guests.
I like Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy
He's
Fallon.
funny. He's a funny guy, man.
I like Conan.
I would be on Jimmy. I would be on Jimmy Fallon. I would like to be on Conan.
Hey, what I know on the podcast was the warm up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
This is the start of show business.
This has been the No Limit Podcast special edition before the shine with Trev OnlyShine. For
Love
Eddie
y'all.
Bull, for your cult leader, No Limit Eddie, for Jake, 3 question marks, and for Trev OnlyShine. That's been it, episode 71 of No Limit Podcast.
We
Peace.
out, yo.
Love you.
Peace out.